Are you thinking about moving to Australia? Whether it's for work, study, or just to explore one of the most beautiful countries in the world? You probably have a big question. How long will my visa take to process? Well, you're not alone. As of November 2024, there are some important updates on visa processing times, and we're here to help you understand them. Australia has been refining its visa processes over the last few years to make it easier and faster to get your application approved. But processing times can still vary depending on the type of visa, the season, and even recent global events. Why processing times matter? Imagine this. You've got a job offer in Sydney, or you've been accepted to study at a top Australian university, but your plans are all on hold because you're waiting for that visa. Understanding the expected processing times can make a huge difference in planning your move, booking flights, or even deciding when to give notice at your current job. Visa processing times are especially important because they affect your entire journey. From the moment you submit your application until you receive that approval, you're in a bit of limbo. But the good news is, with some knowledge about typical timelines and the factors that can speed things up or slow them down, you can avoid a lot of uncertainty. Processing times for major visa categories. Let's break down the types of visas and how they're processing this month. We'll look at three main categories: skilled migration visas, student visas, and family visas. 1. Skilled migration visas. For skilled migration visas, you're looking at an average processing time of 7 months if you're going through the Skilled Independent Subclass 189 pathway, 18 months for the 190 visa, and 22 months for the 491 visa. But there's some variation depending on which occupation list you're applying under and whether you've received a state nomination. If you're a high-demand professional applying through a state nomination program, your application could be processed faster. 2. Student visas. Student visas are often quicker, especially if you've submitted all your documents in one go. As of November, the processing time is around 18 days to 7 months depending on the stream. But if your case is more complex, for example, if your financial proof needs more verification, it might take longer. Keep that in mind when planning your travel, especially if your start date is coming up soon. 3. Family visas. For family visas, things are usually a bit slower. Spouse or partner visas are typically taking about 10 to 23 months as of November 2024. Although there's a priority for applicants where families have been separated for long periods. Tips to speed up processing times. So, what can you do to make sure your application gets processed as quickly as possible? Here are some tips that could help speed things along. 1. Double-check your documents. This might sound basic, but a lot of delays happen because of missing or incorrect documents. Check and recheck that you've included everything on the checklist. 2. Respond quickly to requests for information. If the immigration office asks you for more info, respond as soon as you can. The faster you reply, the sooner your application can move forward. 3. Consider using a registered migration agent. If your case is complex, an agent can help make sure you're on the right track and prevent unnecessary delays. Just make sure they're registered with the migration agent's registration authority. 4. Monitor your Immi-Account. This is where you can track updates and messages related to your application. Sometimes there are updates or requests you might miss if you're not checking. Upcoming changes and trends. Looking ahead, Australia is expected to introduce new updates to its visa programs in 2025. There's also talk of reducing wait times for skilled professionals and certain family visas, so if you're applying now, this could be great news for you. Australia's immigration system is always evolving, especially as the country's economy grows and its workforce needs expand. With demand for healthcare, technology, and engineering professionals, the processing times for skilled visas in these fields could improve even more. Frequently asked questions. Let's wrap up with some frequently asked questions about visa processing times in Australia. Question 1. Why do processing times vary so much? Processing times can vary based on demand, complexity of your case, and whether additional checks are required. Submitting a complete application with accurate information is the best way to avoid delays. Question 2. Is there a way to track my application's progress? Yes, just log into your Immi-Account, where you can see the latest status of your application. Question 3. Can I speed up my visa processing time by paying extra? Unfortunately, Australia doesn't offer premium processing for regular visas, so paying extra isn't an option. But following the tips we discussed earlier can help ensure you don't face unnecessary delays. That will be all in this video. Please share your opinions with us in the comments area. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable the notification bell to receive updates on Australia immigration news. Thanks for watching.